Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
At the plate, Luis Valbuena. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Fisher ranging back, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he will get there as the Angels are in business with a leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he has a 3 for 12 line. The 1-0. A swing and a ground ball to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, I think the guy they need to get going is Ian Kinsler. He's really been struggling, hitting under 200 over the last 10 games. He doesn't usually go into these long droughts, but right now he's truly in one. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Comes set, and the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. High in the air out to center field. Fisher's under it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. Well, he thought about tagging and moving up, but instead he's back to second.
Batting fourth.
And now for the Angels, Zach Kozar, runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch coming, here it is. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Valbuena stands at second with Sugan. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Tony Kemp. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Astros.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Second baseman, Tony Kemp.
Takes a knee-high fastball. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they could put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Simmons ranging into the outfield. He's there and records the first down. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. The pitch. To first. Pujols has it, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Here's Carlos Correa now as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We are still scoreless. Here's Albert now. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he has 7 hits in 28 tries. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now a swing and a miss by Pujols, and he's in a quick 0-2 hole.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2 one more time. Soft liner to the left side. And one gone.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Now the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Marisnick is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in steps the dangerous Ichiro. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and the inning continues. And with 2 out, that means Cole Calhoun moves from the on-deck circle into the batter's box next.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's 0 for 7. Here's a look over to first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Angels held in check there. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Evan Gattis now standing in. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Windup and the 0-1. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Iwakuma, or just Kuma for short. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Grounder down the line at third. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And this will kick off the wall out near the 315 sign. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The 1-1. Here's a sinker that misses for a ball.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And the throw-in gets away from him. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, Dero, you have to be licking your chops sitting in a 3-1 count. You get a fastball, he gets it, and doesn't miss it.
Yeah, Dan, that's what you strive for. Find count leverage situations where you can be aggressive. Process of elimination tells you he's got to come fastball or something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Career numbers with Iwakuma. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. In the dirt here. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now. Now the 2-1. Strike 2 swinging.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there. And that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
And this one's in the dirt. Gonzalez leads off second with nobody out. Popped him up. Pujols in foul ground, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Payoff pitch one more time. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. On to second, but he's in safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Now the Astros designated hitter, Brian McCann. He begins play in this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's take a look at Andrelton Simmons. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there, this is one of the best in the game.
Jake Marisnick is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole, and it's a foul ball. So 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him 4.
And he fouls this one off. Hit out towards second. Fielded by Kozar. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
In there, 0-1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Ripped down the first base line. Iwakuma steps into the wind, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Hard sinker misses, 2-2. 3 runs already home here. Swing and oh my, hit him with the high and gone. An absolute bomb. solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him as the Astros have opened it up now 4-0.
Up next for the Astros.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Popped up. Maldonado waits on it, and that ends the inning. So they score. Ready now for L.A. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's gone 6 for 10. The 1-0 home. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Well, in most parks, there's usually a spot down the line or somewhere else where you can get a cheapy home run. But he knocked this one out of the deepest part of the park. There's nothing cheap about that one.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. Pulled toward right center field. Fisher's in pursuit. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So with one away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Striding in once again, Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Flying toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Simmons, base runner at first with 1 out. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The 1-2. And another foul ball. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Marisnik is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box, Zach Cozart, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Albert Pujols, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. But the Angels get 2, both on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here it comes.
Josh Reddick.
Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's fouled. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 home. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Popped up. Iwakuma calls for it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Correa. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. And that one right down Main Street. Correa, sometimes called Show Rea. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end. A high fastball is in there.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Calhoun has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Evan Gattis will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Fouled off. Iwakuma gets the sign. Here he comes 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-1. Bounce towards the second baseman. Cozart is there. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds ready for another chance. Ian Kinsler flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Kinsler, a former Detroit Tiger, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
The 2-1 home. high in the air out to center field. Fisher's on his horse. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Ichiro now. Here's the first pitch to him. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. We're in the fourth inning of a 4-2 ball game. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. So 1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Bregman into shallow left. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Marisnick is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Next up for the Stros, Marwin Gonzalez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Gonzalez is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball two. Now the 2-1. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Third baseman, number 2, Alex.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Runner goes for second. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. And that's out number 1. Digging in to try it again, Brian McCann. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
Wow, his last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider. But tonight, completely different story. I think their approach coming to the plate tonight was to lay off that pitch until he shows he can throw it for a strike.
And here's one that misses to the Houston catcher. It's 2-1 now. Gonzalez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And that misses, so they fall behind McCann here, 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. Here's Jake Marisnick, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
Marisnick, an imposing right-handed figure at 6 foot 4 inches tall. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick. Here now the 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Cozart a couple of steps to his left. He's got it. Over to Pujols, and it's a double play that'll get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, Martin Maldonado, and they'll need him to get something going here. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and that misses for ball one. Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. That's lifted the other way out to left. Marisnik is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 2.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Line softly toward the hole. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Not every ball's going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And they take the lead. It's gone. A 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout. Number 10 for him on the year. As they will take the lead here, it's now a 5-4 ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate. And this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Zach Kozart stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Here's Albert now. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the 2nd out.
The batter, number 40.
Digging in once again, Ian Kinsler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen, as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. 0-1. Here's the started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Line drive to center field. Fisher will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Angels 5. Leading off the inning, Derek Fisher, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. Popped him up. Valbuena on the move, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home. Now a swing and a ball pulled softly out toward right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, well, he is in there with a triple.
And that's his second triple of the season. For some hitters, that's a career. Good swing and great hustle to pick up the 3-bagger.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Simmons. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting, the shortstop, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2-1 now. The 2-1. Taken, strike 2. Correa, left field and carrying well. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes.
Now batting, catcher, Evans.
Now here comes Angels manager Mike Scioscia on his way to the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Evan Gattis now standing in as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0. 6 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. He was in a position to wait for his pitch on 2-0, and he got it to keep the inning hot.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Missed middle.
2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Gattis is off at first with 2 away. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Buddy Bush to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 52.
Digging in to try it again, Ichiro Suzuki. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. Here comes the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
3-0 to him now.
No strike.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th. Ready for another chance? Cole Calhoun. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to second. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
The batter, catcher.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Martin Maldonado. He went deep last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one. So we'll go at least one at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Hey, I can't fault the pitcher right now, but he better make an adjustment. This guy came into the game ice cold, but after 3 knocks, to give him another chance to beat you seems foolish.
Standing in now, Luis Valbuena. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Seared down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready for another shot now, Alex Bregman. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on swivel.
A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Now that's popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And here's one that misses to the Houston catcher. It's 2-1 now. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher.
That is such a tough pitch off right there, but you have to find a way. Hit to your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Here's Jake Marisnick as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throwing the dirt as this pops right up over his shoulder.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1-2-3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
3 balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tony Kemp. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. No runs, a hit. Hector Rondon is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. In now is Andrelton Simmons. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
So 1 away now for the Angels in the 7th. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind an account, sits on something off-speed or the breaking ball.
And quickly, there are 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Zach Kozar. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Here's a strike.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
And Kozar even in the count at 1-1. Hit hard to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Angels are gone. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. And there to handle it is Ichiro. 1 away.
The batter, number 1.
Carlos Correa will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at-bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
2-1. Skied into very shallow right. Calhoun has a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher.
Evan Gattis now standing in. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. That's wide. 2-0. The 2-0 on the way is in there for strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
The 2-1 home is taken, ball 3.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. Back goes Calhoun. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Astros go down 1. Ken Giles has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 53.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Albert Pujols. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Kemp is there. 1 away.
The batter, number 3.
Riding in once again, Ian Kinsler. Lifetime numbers against Ken Giles. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. From the stretch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Ichiro now. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. 5 runs, 11 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. hit to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Angels down quickly there. Here's Marwin.
Leading off for the Astros, third baseman, Marwin Gonzalez. Your attention, please.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Number 25.
In there, and it's 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. Tazawa is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. Chris Davinsky takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 47.
Digging in once again, Cole Calhoun. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Kemp has a play. 1 down.
Now batting,
Martin Maldonado will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. He's 0 for 4. Now the 2-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Fisher's in pursuit. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
up next for the Angels.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Luis Valbuena. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Astros come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Astros used a nice